Hello and welcome to Maldorma TV. My name is Magnus, and in this video I'm going to talk about happiness and how you can become happy. Because for the most part people are unhappy, and the reason for this is that they haven't understood that happiness is something that is within. They're looking for happiness outside of themselves. They're trying to change circumstances in order for them to become happy. But let's be clear here, happiness is something that is within. Have you ever experienced happiness outside of yourself? So I'm going to show you 5 techniques that will help you to bring out this happiness from within. The first key to happiness is gratitude. Because when you learn to be grateful for what you do have in your life, instead of being unhappy for the things that you are lacking, you become happy. This doesn't mean that you can't change your surroundings and your circumstances to get more things, but don't be unhappy because of what you're having now, because you can't change what you have now. So be grateful for that first. And if more things come into your life, you'll be grateful for that as well. So you stay in the feeling of gratitude all the time. And one technique that you can use in order to train this is to catch yourself whenever you feel unhappy because of the feeling of lacking something. When you catch yourself with that feeling, repeat in your head like a mantra, I am grateful for what I'm having right now. And repeat that until you feel good about what you do have. And then move on with your life. And you do this whenever you catch yourself feeling unhappy because of lacking. In time you will learn to be grateful all the time. The second key to happiness is doing what you like and are passionate about, as often as you can. Of course, perhaps you can't do it all the time, but then you can always be grateful for the times when you can. When doing things that you really like, you get excited, and that makes you happy. And when you're not doing your passions, when you can't do that, you can always look forward to it and be grateful for that you have an opportunity to involve in your passions from time to time. But the more you are involved in doing things that you like, the easier it is for you to become happy. And so make sure to create space and time for your passions, for your excitement. And if you are doing things you like, if you do things that you like often, you might become so good at it that you can actually make it your job. But don't expect this to happen. Just be glad if it happens. The third key to happiness, and this is a major one, is spreading love to others, giving people love, as well as giving love to nature and animals, but in particular to people. Because when you give love to other human beings, you will experience that love as well, because it's impossible to give love without experiencing love. And when you experience love, you feel good, and when you feel good, you become happy. And also, you will notice that when you give love to others, other people like you and give love back. And getting love from others also feels very good. And also, when you give love to others, you will notice that you make other people feel good. And then you will feel good about yourself. You will start liking yourself because you're doing a lot of good to people. And when you start liking yourself, that means that you are starting to love yourself. And to really be happy, you have to love yourself. And the easiest way to love yourself is to do things that make you like yourself. So start spreading that love immediately, and as much and as often as you can. The fourth technique to happiness, and this might actually be the most controversial thing on this list, but it's very important, I think. And that is to create a personal and deep relationship with God. And I don't know if you believe in God or not. It's not a requirement. You have your free will. But I would actually recommend you to create this relationship with God. Because when you do, and I'm talking about a God that is loving and that takes care of you. Because if you believe in that kind of God, you will always feel taken care of. You will feel that all is well. And that feeling is very relaxing, and you can just let go of your problems, and then you will feel happy. In fact, you can actually give all of your problems to this higher power. You can say to God, here, take my problems. I don't want them. I give them to you. And just get released from the burden of your problems. And also, when you deepen your relationship with God, you will come to a state when you start experiencing God. That unconditional love that is so hard even to fantasize about until you have actually experienced it. Because once you have experienced that kind of love and that state of being, there's no way back. Then you know that God is happiness. That's its core vibration. That's what happiness is. The divine spark within you. And the fifth and last thing on this list, the fifth key to happiness, is allowing yourself to be happy. Because it's actually all about allowing yourself to be happy. You are happiness. It's your true state of being. But in fact, most of the time, we are resisting happiness. And with that, I mean that we are resisting our external experience. We want things to change in order for us to be happy. But in fact, happiness is within. So just accept things as they are and you will become happy automatically. It is just let go of this resistance, because the resistance to what you are experiencing is resistance to happiness. Just letting go and accept what is happiness. This doesn't mean that you can't change your experience and your outer circumstances, but don't depend on your outer experience to become happy. Just be happy anyway. So, that was the 5 keys to happiness. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it will help you to become a happier person. And also, if you want more material like this, please visit our website maldorma.com. I will put a link down below in the description. There you will find more videos as well as books, articles and more. And also in the description down below, I will put a link to a book, a free ebook called A Book About Love and Happiness. It's a small practical handbook on how you can create love and happiness in your everyday life. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like the video if you want to support us. Thank you and bye bye.